First and foremost, I want to congratulate um, a a social media um, major super fan of the Miami Dolphins. Lisa um, has 9.3K followers on X. She has won herself 2024 Fan of the Year award um, for her fan heart and dedication to the Miami Dolphins. Um, Truly a brave human being. For her to speak out and just being one of the best Dolphins fans you could ask for. She has every right to be the fan of the year. Um, and she's done a lot more than just root for the Dolphins. She's done cancer challenges, a marathon, um, all all for everything that she's done for us, not only for the Dolphins but for her mom. So I want to give her a huge shout out for that, and fuck cancer. Um, she definitely deserves it, and congratulations, Lisa. You definitely deserve it. Who doesn't deserve it is the football team themselves, unfortunately. So I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the Dolphins once again lose again to the Buffalo Bills on a freaking walk-off field goal. This team is the biggest joke in the NFL. Oh, no. 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 How is this possible to just have that happen again? Look. I don't get why people get so angry nowadays with the Miami Dolphins because look, bro, we knew this was going to happen. I knew it before the game even started. In fact, I knew it before the season even began that we were going to lose this game in Buffalo. I didn't think that it was going to be close. Okay? This was a good game. But oh my God, a lot of mistakes were preventable. And it's amazing how our Dolphins team could not figure out the mistakes even against the Buffalo Bills. We had them. However, what really hurt us, I'm not gonna say, O-line, because I think the O-line did okay. For this game, I thought they did okay. Surprisingly, because they didn't do well against crappier teams. But against a good team like Buffalo, they did fairly better. I didn't think Tua played bad. Okay? I think Tua played pretty good. Only had 3 incompletions. So what was wrong? What was really wrong with this game? Well, I know the answers. You ready? Inability to take care of the football, especially, oh my God, especially Raheem Mostert. Another freaking fumble for Raheem Mostert. How is that possible that you cannot figure out to take care of the freaking football? And I think this one is obvious. Our defense. Once again, the defense failed the Dolphins. There's no way you can call both sides of the team perfectly. There's no way. But how is it possible that one side is better than the other? I just don't get it. Anyway, the first drive for Buffalo is a 3-and-out. Dolphins drive and also ended with a punt as well. Tua got sacked because of the fact that there was a bad snap from our center. So that exchange is still a big problem. So I will not going to sugarcoat it. And then we had to punt the football. Buffalo's drive with Josh Allen passing it to James Cook for a yard, 2nd and 9, passing it to Cook again. It was a little bit of a swing pass. 36. Of course, Shakir with a 11-yard not touchdown, but a grab from Josh Allen. 1st and 10. Ty Johnson with a 2-yard rush. 2nd and 8. Pass throw out the middle for Shakir for 5 yards. 3rd and 3. Allen trying to run to his right, but Agba pushes through their O-line and gets Josh Allen. So that was a good tackle from Emmanuel Agba, which only allows them to kick a field goal, which is a 40-yarders, and Tyler Bass' 40-yard field goal is good. Our drive, and it also ended the field goal. Mostert goes up for 4 yards. 2nd and 6, there'll be a penalty on Durham Smythe for a false start. 2nd and 11, Jalen Wright goes up for nothing. 3rd and 11, Tua passing it to Mostert for 17 yards. However, there will be a penalty on Buffalo for unnecessary roughness, which I thought they were going to call this on Mostert, because anytime you bend your head or tuck your head down like this to a player, especially if it's a helmet to helmet, you're going to get subjected to get a penalty for unnecessary roughness, or supposedly you're supposed to get it. But in this day of NFL, you just never know. It's so frustrating with the NFL nowadays. You never know if the play is finished, there's going to be a flag for some whatever reason. You just don't know. I want the play to finish without any suspense, I thought this penalty was going to go on Mostert, but it turned out that was going to go on Rapp. I'm shocked by this penalty, to be honest with you. Anyway, that brings it all the way to the Buffalo 39. Tua passing it to Achane. By the way, Achane played terrific football. He played better than Mostert. I'm not afraid to say it. He got a 6-yard grab from Tua. 2nd and 4, Achane goes up right for 4 yards. 1st and 10, Tua on a shotgun formation, passing it right to Durham Smythe for 4 yards. I know, he made the catch. 2nd and 6, Tua passing it to Jonnu Smith, which was I don't know if it was this one or the other ones, but a no look shovel pass to Jonnu Smith. And it's slick Tua. He really is. 3rd and 1, Mostert could not get anything. In fact, he lost a yard from Rapp. And 4th and 2, Miami would kick this field goal, and it's good. So we tied it up. This Buffalo drive, Davis goes up for 8 yards, 2nd and 2. Josh Allen passing it to Davis for 7 yards. That brings him up to the first down. That'll be the end of the first quarter. Second quarter comes up. Davis runs up for 4 yards, 2nd and 6. Josh Allen passes it to Kincaid for 15 yards. If I butchered it, I apologize. 1st and 10, no huddle, shotgun. Cook goes up for 2 yards. 2nd and 8, Josh Allen for Shakir for 10 yards. 1st and 10, Cook goes up to 13 yards. I'm expecting him to score, because no matter what, they always find a way to get a first down and score a touchdown. However, in this one, Josh Allen was intended for Coleman, but Coleman could not secure the football, and it kind of ricocheted, and Jalen Ramsey snatched it away from Coleman, and Josh Allen throws an interception to the Miami Dolphins. And I mean, if there's anything we can brag about, is we picked off Josh Allen. Not that it matters. Anyway, how can we capitalize off a turnover? Well, this is a 97-yard long drive, and we score in this one. How do they do it? Mostert goes up for nothing. 2nd and 10, Mostert goes up for 16 yards. 1st and 10, Mostert goes up for 12 more yards, so he's balling. 1st and 10 at the 31, Mostert goes up, losing a yard, actually. 2nd and 11, Tua passing to Jonnu Smith for 10 yards. 3rd and 1, Achane goes up for 10 more yards. 1st and 10, passing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Odell Beckham Jr. finally gets a catch. I think that's his first catch as a Dolphin. He goes up for 6 yards, so not bad. 2nd and 4, Tua pass short for Achane for 8 yards. That gives him the first. Shotgun formation, Malik Washington goes up for 9 yards. There will be an injury for Buffalo for Johnson. He would come back. A few plays later. So after the timeout, Mostert goes up for 5 yards. That's enough for the first. Achane goes up for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Achane could not find a lane. 3rd and 1. Achane goes up for 5 more yards. That gives him the first. there'll be a penalty on Austin Jackson for a false start, but it didn't matter because Tua on first and goal at the Buffalo 14, Tua passing it to Achane for 14 yards, and he scores on this one. It would be 10-3 at this point. The PAT is good, and I just want to let everyone know, not all PATs are converted. So this one, Sanders does kick the PAT, and it is good. Buffalo goes on this long drive once again. Josh Allen is incomplete on that first pass. 2nd and 2. Josh Allen goes up for Kincaid for 7 yards. 3rd and 3. Josh Allen for Hollins for 5 yards. 2-minute warning. 1st and goal. Josh Allen is incomplete. There'll be a penalty on Miami for defensive pass interference. Wonky penalty. Josh Allen passing it to Cook for 5 yards. 2nd and 5. Defensive holding on Cam Smith. 1st and goal, passing it to Hollins for 13 yards. No huddle. Josh Allen's passing complete. 2nd and 10. Shakir's trying to go through the lane, but he could not find the lane. 3rd and 13. No matter what, they always find, no matter what, and this is what's incredibly frustrating, no matter who is our defensive coordinator, if there's a chance to get Josh Allen down, you have to bring him down. And for whatever reason, the defense could not get him down. Josh Allen is that good of a quarterback, and he is a huge dude. And he 3rd and 13, he gets 14 yards for a first. Come the fuck on, everybody. 1st and 10. Josh Allen passing it, trying to pass to Shakir, incomplete. There'll be a penalty on Buffalo for offensive hold. 1st and 20 now. Allen, all by himself, once again, could not bring him down. And he scores a touchdown from our 21-yard rush from Josh Allen. However, penalty on Buffalo on Terrace for an offensive hold. That touchdown has been nullified. So it became 1st and 30. And 3 straight passes is incomplete. So Tyler Bass kicks a 49-yard field goal, and it's good. It's now 10-6 Miami. That one play is a kneel, so nothing happened. That's halftime. We go to the 3rd quarter. Miami with the football. Mostert goes up for 7 yards. 2nd and 3. Tua pass short for Mostert for 15 yards. Pretty good start of our drive. I wonder what could go wrong. Mostert, he fumbles the football. In all fairness, it was punched out by Johnson. So it's like that Javon Holland type of thing. But man, Mostert could not get down, and he fumbles the football, and Buffalo gets the ball at the 3rd quarter. Every drive Buffalo has, they score on it. It's unbelievable. Now imagine if Miami was scoring this drive. This would have had a total different conversation, I feel like. But let's just get this over with. Josh Allen goes up for passing it to Kincaid for 6 yards. 2nd and 4. Josh Allen for Knox for 5 yards. That's enough for the first. Cook goes up for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Cook goes up for 2 more yards. 1st and 10. Ty Johnson for 17 more yards. Cook goes up for 7 yards. 2nd and 3. Josh Allen pass for Shakir for 13 yards. I already know what's gonna happen. They're gonna score this touchdown eventually. Cook goes up for 4 yards. That's not enough. Cook goes up the middle for a yard. Still not enough. That pass is incomplete. They went for it on 4th down, and they would get this. Mike Collins grabs a touchdown pass from Josh Allen. Touchdown Buffalo to make this a 12-10 lead for the Buffalo Bills. However, to shock of absolutely a lot of people, Tyler Bass actually missed a PAT. PAT is no good. That just went wide to left. It didn't hit the goalpost or anything like that, and it sailed on left. I'm shocked that it happened. I don't know. Either way, it still didn't matter. It still didn't matter. I'll explain why in a minute or two. Anyway, our next drive, Tua passing it to John O. Smith for 15 yards. First down and 10. Mostert goes up for 7 yards. Second and 3. No huddle. That pass incomplete from Tua. Excuse me. Third and 3. That pass would be incomplete for Waddle. However, there would be a penalty on Von Miller for an offside. Yeah, he jumped a little bit too early. And since it was 3rd and 3, and it's a 5-yard penalty, that gives us a first. So I'll take it. Achane goes up for 4 yards, 2nd and 6. Tua passing it deep for Tyreek Hill. And that was a perfect dotted pass from Tua to Tyreek Hill for 28 yards. Where was this for a majority of the year? Every quarterback is capable if you have the right coaching. I'm just saying. There'll be a first 10 at the Buffalo 11 after the injury timeout from Liam. If I butchered, I apologize once again. Jalen Wright goes up for nothing. 2nd and 10, Tua passing it to Achane for 3 yards. 3rd and 7, passing it to John O. Smith. Got nowhere close to it. And yet, we get called for an offensive PI. That penalty, of course, would be declined. Jason Sanders at the 5 would kick a chip shot, 23-yard field goal, and needless to say, it was right down the middle. Miami would recapture the lead by a point. Buffalo, it only took them 2 plays because our defense is so bad, bro. Davis goes up for 7 yards, 2nd and 3. Ray Davis passing it from Josh Allen, 63-yard touchdown. They gave up a 63-yard touchdown. How do you stop this offense? How do you stop them? I'm just, after all these years, you would think we have an answer by now, but we don't. And they went for 2. Coleman got the pass from Josh Allen, and it's a 7-point lead. It's now 20-13 for Buffalo. Our next drive, Jalen Wright goes up for 5 yards. 2nd and 5, Wright goes up for 7 yards. That gives him the first. 1st and 10, Tua pass deep for Tyreek Hill. Once again for 27 yards. That's amazing. Penalty would be on Eichenberg for a false start. That will end the 3rd quarter. 1st and 15 to start the 4th. Achane goes up the middle for 7 yards. Hill got hurt during the play. He would come back. He would come back in this game. 2nd and 8, Tua passing it to Odell Beckham Jr. This was scary because initially he fumbled the football. However, looking at the replay, Odell Beckham Jr., his knee was down on the grass before the ball was loose. So it became 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5, Tua passing it to Achane for a yard. 4th and 4, they are going for it. They should go for it. Tua scrambles up for 4 yards, and he would get the first down. Buffalo challenged this. Buffalo would challenge this play. And the call stands. What happened was Tua's knee did not hit the ground as he was scrambling up. Now, and if you want my opinion, which I agree with, you have to slide. You should slide. But no, he took the approach to just try to scramble up and try to run up. And fortunately, his knee did not hit the ground. In fact, the ball crosses that chain line before his knee even hit, which means we would get the first down anyway. So 1st down and 10, unsuccessful challenge by Buffalo. Tua pass short for John O. Smith for 13 yards. That was a really good play. And then no huddling, 1st and 10. Achane, he's gone. Touchdown, Miami. Jason Sanders would kick the PAT. It's good and tie game. Woohoo. Can our defense hold? No, because their drive, Josh Allen always finds a way. He always finds the way. It starts off with the Allen for Cook for 11 yards. That gives him the first. Another pass to Coleman for 21 yards. Big play at the big play at the big play at the big play. Shakir gets a 14-yard grab from Allen. And already they're at the Miami 24. Cook goes up for 4 yards. An immediate red zone opportunity for Buffalo. Passing it to Cook for 5 yards. 3rd and 1. Ty Johnson goes over 4 yards. First down. Josh Allen goes up for Kincaid for 4 yards. 2nd and 6. Josh Allen's pass incomplete. 3rd and 6. Josh Allen's pass incomplete for Coleman, and then there'll be a freaking penalty on Neal for a defensive hold. Most of the penalties are just hurting the Dolphins, man. Always. No matter what we do, we always get penalized for shit. Davis goes up for a yard, 2nd and goal. Passing it to Morris for 2 yards. Touchdown. Bass goes up for an extra point, and it's good. They recapture the lead just like that. Miami, though, I will say this, they do not give up. They do not give up. Achane goes up for 12 yards, 1st and 10. Tua's passing deep for Tyreek Hill for 19 yards. That goes to the midfield. Jalen Wright goes up for 3 yards, 2nd and 7. Tua's passing it to Achane for 9 yards. That gives him the first. Wright goes up for 3 yards, 2nd and 7 after the Miami timeout. Pass incomplete for Jonathan Smith. 3rd and 7, passing it to Waddle. We haven't talked much about Waddle. That might be his first catch of the game at this point. He got Waddle for 12 yards, and that gives him the first. Achane got nothing out of this play. Waddle would get hurt from trying to block. He got his shin. Got his shin. He looked like he was hurt for a good while, but it did not keep him from out of the game. As I was really hoping we can go through this game without any more significant injuries. Thankfully, we wouldn't. Thankfully, that wish was granted. So Waddle would come back. 2nd and goal, passing it to Achane for 18 yards. 1st and goal now. After the Buffalo timeout, Achane goes up. Now I'm thinking, can we manage to clock? Achane losing 2 yards to that place. Buffalo calls their timeout. 2nd and goal now. Tua passing it to Waddle, and Waddle with the score. Another tie game for Miami Dolphins. Waddle did not do his signature penguin move, which, if there's any seriousness in this, extra point is good. It will be a 27-27 game. All we need to do now is stop the Buffalo offense. Our defense, if there's any time the Dolphins defense needs to step up, it's right now. Right now. And the problem is, one, you're dealing with Josh Allen, which leads to number 2. You left them too much clock. You left them too much time for them to make this comeback. Josh Allen gets sacked for 4 yards. Pretty good start. Josh Allen's pass is incomplete. This would have been terrific if this was intercepted. That would have been icing in the game. Because we had the chance. We have the chance. We were near the red zone. Miami could have won it right there. But the ball was a little bit further away from the defender. It's 3rd and 14. And then Chop Robinson gets fooled by Josh Allen, gets called for neutral zone infraction, which will get to 39. And then Josh Allen's pass to Coleman is incomplete. However, there was helmet-to-helmet contact from Jordan Poyer, the former Bill, and that sets up Buffalo close to midfield. This is not pass interference, because if it's pass interference, it would have been spot of the foul. But this is unnecessary roughness, which is still a 15-yard penalty, which would move them from the 31 to the 46. That's still not freaking good. And I hate to say this, but this is Boyer's fault. That is all on Jordan Poyer. 1st and 10, pass incomplete to Knox. 2nd and 10, passing it short for Hollins for 7 yards. Buffalo used their final timeout. Josh Allen, we need to stop him right there. We didn't do it because passing it to Hollins for 4 yards gets in the first. Josh Allen spiked the football. 2 straight passes later is incomplete for somebody. The fact that Tyler Bass kicked the PAT is significant when you're trying to get in field goal range, to get closer enough to make this field goal, for Tyler Bass in the easier spot. He is outside of field goal range, and yet they attempted a 61-yard field goal. And, well, must I really say it? Yeah, Buffalo would really want me to say it. Tyler Bass' 61-yard field goal is knocked through the middle. He kicks a 61-yarder after missing a PAT earlier. He kicks a 61-yard field goal, and it's good. That is a walk-off. I don't care how you put it. That is a walk-off 61-yarder. And Buffalo win this game. Miami would do this lateral play, and Waddle gets smoked. And once again, the Dolphins lose to the Bills once again. I can't stand it. I really can't stand it. There's no answer on beating Buffalo, folks. There's just no answer. I didn't get mad once in this entire time. Once. I did not get mad once because I knew we were going to lose this game. I knew it from the start to finish. I knew we were going to lose this game. I'm asking how we're going to lose this game. Boy, if I really cared, I would have been really, really disappointed. Part of me is still disappointed. And I see folks on social media freaking the hell out about this loss. In my head, I'm thinking, why are you so pissed off? Why are you this disappointed? You know the season's over. You knew we were going to lose to Buffalo, so why are we pissed off? I don't know. With that being said, I want to say a couple more things before I end this video. The inability to make the play calling, especially on the offensive side, to take care of the football, and the fact that Andrew Van Ginkel has more touchdowns than most of our Dolphins offensive team is so sad, so pathetic that it's embarrassing to even notice that Andrew Van Ginkel, the former Dolphin from the Vikings is now getting more touchdowns than the freaking Dolphins team combined, bro. That's sad. And the fact that injuries keep happening, injuries happen, but we need to protect the quarterback more. The bag of chips thing is bullshit. I'm just saying. With that being said, I'm going to confidently now say this. I'm officially calling. As a Dolphin fan, Miami TVG, is calling for a firing of Chris Grier. I am now ready to say it. I'm officially calling for a firing of Chris Grier. He has proven that he is not able to make a complete Super Bowl contender team to compete, not only to compete for a playoff game, but to compete for the Super Bowl. He is incapable of doing so. He should be gone by the end of the season. That's where I'm going to leave it. So take it how you see it. That's where I stand. So that's going to do it for this one. If you have enjoyed this video and not the game, hit the like button, subscribe for content, especially you Buffalo folks, because I know you're watching this. Consider subscribe because he might be coming up next again. Anyway, that's going to do it. I'll see you guys next time. Good night.